Okay guys, we're back.
Alright, welcome back again, wheel to wheel with those dramas. It's surprising that we've made it this far without any technical dramas, but yeah, just giving the stream a bit of a restart. There's some dramas with the quality of the video. Apparently audio is coming through okay, but video is just a little bit sketchy, so giving it our best, doing the old turn it off and on again and see where we end up. So action back on track. Troy and Suitlad still going nose to tail for second place. There are only a few tenths between each other, nothing has changed there. pt2 has lost out to those two guys by about 5 seconds. Rexy with the pit stop, yeah, so he came in on lap 9, has been able to jump Zoo, so he was right behind Zoo as they came into the pits.
4 seconds now.
Yeah, it's an incredible jump there. So Rexy with a fuel save, sitting behind Zoo and being able to move his way up in the fifth.
Zoo has filled a lot more than Rexy. Zoo's got 3/4 of a tank.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, Rexy down to about 60, maybe 65%, and Zoo probably would have been just over 76% when I made a comment. So Troy jumping into the pits now as well. Rexy in a great spot because pt2, Suitlad and Midrisky are all yet to pit, and he's sitting in 5th place, only just under 25 seconds behind Mid. Rexy's showing his class yet again.
Yeah, for sure. Tell you what, Midrisky's done well to maintain a solid 3-second lead over the rest of the field.
Yep, every single one of his laps, bar one, has been in a minute 31s. Quickest being a minute 30.3. Consistency showed it off what he was able to do in Suzuka in our first full enduro last round. Being able to show how he can manage the tyres and the fuel. He's almost used a full tank on the softs and has completed 12 laps. His fuel light's flashing, would expect to see him coming in here. Suitlad has... Troy was in the pits, so he'll be one to keep an eye out on. Suitlad with the great fuel save. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Suitlad going for maybe 13, 14 total laps on softs.
Yeah, Suitlad's done really well with the fuel. I just noticed.
That Porsche, yeah, it's certainly one to manage its fuel.
But pt2 has, I'd say, twice as much fuel almost as Suitlad.
Yeah, pt2 doing 12 laps and only using 3/4 of a tank. I'm very impressed. There we go, he ducks into the pits, as has Suitlad, has Midrisky. So Midrisky being a big loser on fuel.
Yeah, he was pushing very hard though, as we saw. But here comes Rexy.
Absolutely, yeah. So Rexy, 23 seconds behind Mid when he came into the pits. How much fuel is Mid going to have to put in? Yeah, Rexy's got the clear run. Troy has also made a jump on Midrisky.
Suitlad has as well in the pits.
Midrisky and Suitlad coming out nose to tail. Wow, there is nothing between those two. Suitlad's going to be super happy with the fact that he's been able to jump Midrisky. The Porsche's got the pace, but it's very tough to make an overtake. Takes plenty of curb there. Gets a little bit squirrely. That's going to open him up to an attack from both Midrisky and Zoo here. Zoo being on the quicker tyre compared to these two. Suitlad, unfortunate there, getting hounded by these two Jags. Great under brakes here, going side by side, making it 3 wide on the exit. Suitlad not giving an inch, slots back in behind, says not today, Zoo. This is my position, even on the mediums.
Yes,
wow.
Yeah, I was going to say Zoo's going to want to get a wriggle on if he wants to try catch Rexy or Troy. So...
Yeah, Zoo in a tough spot following 2 medium runners.
Oh, Midrisky's runs wide.
Oh, that opens that spot up for Zoo, so yes, Suitlad.
Is he going to be able to defend, though, from the pace of that Jag?
Surely not for long, being on the softs and the speed of the Jag. Yeah, look at that, side by side into this double hairpin. Suitlad, fantastic under brakes once more.
Zoo's
even on the mediums. Yeah, Zoo playing it smart as well. He realises that the Porsche is better under brakes going side by side into turn 1. He's got to be slightly offline here. If Suitlad plays it correct, he might get a crisscross. Zoo's got to dramatically drop his mid corner speed, but he's going to be able to hold out because he is on the quicker tyre. Sporting about the same amount of fuel as well, so this could be interesting and quite crucial for Suitlad here as well. trying to hang on to the quicker car along the straight. Midrisky in the dirt as well, I think.
Patron, Zedi, and Cloquet going at it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, just flick back to that as well. So Cloquet sitting there in the tough spot in third. He's been able to make a dash on Patron. Patron gives plenty of room. Cloquet squeezes on the exit there and gets that job done. Now he's got his eyes firmly planted on Zedi, who is so equal tyre, equal fuel.
Both on softs.
So Zoo in a great spot, as is Rexy. Rexy's 5-second lead after all the pit stops are said and done. 6
and he's
laps
still
to go.
Still setting 129.6s.
Yeah, quickest lap of the race, lap 13. Ooh, we've had to talk about him. He's gone wide on that double hairpin. Not by too much. Gathers it back.
I've got to wait at least 2 seconds for them to get out of the corner before I start saying it.
The comms curse it's an evil thing, I tell you that much. Rexy, looking at his fuel, I mean, I'm not doubting him, but he has not got a lot of fuel on board.
No, we might start seeing him really start fuel saving in the coming laps, just to ensure. He's built himself a nice lead. Troy's going to have to really work to take that away.
Yeah, Troy on the mediums as well.
Oh, he's just picked up.
Just gets a penalty.
I'm not saying anyone's name anymore.
Honestly, you just have to embrace the comms curse as it gets to this point in time. No matter what you say or do, something will happen. And yeah, Troy, unfortunate penalty, is going to come under fire from both Zoo and probably Suit Lad here. Troy's tyres are looking pretty good for mediums. Zoo, even on the softs with that touch more wear, is on the quicker tyre and is on just a touch more fuel, actually. That's interesting to see.
Yeah, you were saying before that the Jag isn't as good on the fuel saving. So
no, it's a thirsty vehicle. Troy going wide there as well, getting the tyre on the dirt. Whoa, closing that gap right against the wall. Troy not giving an inch. Super tough spot for Troy to be in on the slower tyre. Trying to get that power down. He's squirrely on exit. It's going to give Zoo a really good run into turn 1. Troy going defensive. Zoo getting alongside.
He might have this. And he does.
Oh, that's a big ask from Zoo. Gets it done cleanly. No contact. Fantastic
great awareness
vision from
though.
Troy.
Great awareness from both drivers.
Yeah, spot on. So hopefully these guys don't do battle too much. Zoo taking a lot of curve on the exit. Suitlat in a pretty good spot here as well. He's got more fuel than Troy and
slightly
better
tyres. Yeah,
very interesting to see, as well as mid. After all the pit stops are said and done, he's still in with a really good shot here. Zedi and Cloquet going side by side. Whoa, Zedi getting squirrely for 6th. Oof. Nearly gives that position to Cloquet. Cloquet's hungry. Both on similar tyre wear. Zedi with that touch more fuel. Again being at the door. Zedi's wide. It's going to open up the door.
He did well to keep it on the track there, Zedi. That's a very easy spot to run wide.
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's so easy to go wide there, and he managed to be able to hold Cloquet away from taking that opportune move, taking advantage of that small mistake. That's impressive driving from both drivers there, to be able to keep it clean through that section of the course. And for Zedi, being able to hold on to the position. Oh, Troy and Suitlad going at it. Troy's been able to get around at turn 1, up into 3rd.
Oh, great work. I'd say these guys are going to battle for the rest of the race now. Same tyres, very similar tyre wear.
Yeah. Yeah, Suitlad's got to keep it nice and clean now. Focus forward and not try... he's good at showing his nose to drivers in front, so he should be able to keep those nerves together if Troy wants to try and show his nose and force a bit of a mistake from Suitlad. But yeah, Suitlad, great move in turn 1. Cloquet and ZD still going side by side for 6th. Tough section of the course to be going side by side. Crisscross again, ZD getting alongside. Gives a small bump to Cloquet. It looks like they're going to filter in. Cloquet takes position for over ZD for 6th. Oh, Cloquet's so close to going wide. Gonna get the run on the exit, I think. No, ZD gets a run on Cloquet. He's actually closing up. There's only a 1/10 between them.
Yeah.
ZD ducks out to make a move. Hard under brakes with both drivers. ZD with the inside line here. Giving room to Cloquet.
Great move by ZD there.
Yeah, takes it straight back from Cloquet. These two are going hard at it.
He didn't outbrake himself at all. He pulled it up exactly where he needed to.
Yeah, ZD with the overspeed and the picture perfect braking point. Cloquet going wide there, hopefully not too wide. Still within slipstream. This battle is certainly going to rage on. Meanwhile, Tombo's closing in on Patron for 8th. Barely a second between them.
Tombo's had a relatively quiet race.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, unfortunately. He's done a couple of low to mid-minute 30s. He's been on his softs from lap 10 onwards. Came in at the end of lap 9, so he'll be doing 11 laps on the softs. Against Patron with the really good looking mediums. So, yeah, you mentioned that crossover point between the mediums and softs. I think this might be the battle between Patron and Tombo here.
Yeah.
Something must have happened to Tate as well. So he's fallen back into the clutches of Untouchables there. So Untouchy with the... so yeah, this battle for 10th fine moves.
Yep.
Tate getting squirrely. He went off on one of the corner exits there, so giving a little bit more breathing room to Touchy. And Evil One as well.
I think Evil One had the early spin, and I just don't think he's been able to gain back what he lost.
That's right, yes. The ruthless chicane claimed another victim, and yeah, that was Evil One early on, so unfortunate there. He's sitting 14 seconds behind Tate.
I think we've just been lucky to see people like Rexy making such great moves from the back of the field after an incident that we do forget that it is quite hard at these high levels to take that sort of time out of the other drivers.
Oh, it's impressively difficult. The M6 is certainly no slouch. It's a tough car to wrangle. It does get very squirrely on corner exits, but but Rexy's certainly showing his class, sitting at 5.5 seconds. His fuel has been flashing.
Still got a lap and a half to go, so he's going to be wanting to short shift if he's going to get around in less than 10% of fuel.
Yeah, no, honestly, a lap and a half, maybe even touch more than a lap and a half on 10% of fuel. That is a big ask there, but I mean, Rexy's a man to pull it off.
Yeah, and he does have, like you say, a 5-second window to play with. So Zoo is charging, but
actually,
I don't think...
Zoo. Yeah, you're right there, Flossie. Zoo is on a mega charge. He was actually able to pull out about 4/10 from Rexy there, so I think Rexy's realised that he needs to drastically fuel save. Yeah, his last lap being 1:33. I wonder if Rexy's just under fueled. That gap now down to 3.7, 3.65. Ooh, this is closing dramatically. If Rexy has to aggressively fuel save, 3 seconds is not much.
No.
Oh, this will be interesting. Zoo's got plenty of fuel. His fuel light's only just started flashing, so 10% with about 2/3 of a lap. 3.2, 3.1.
Zoo's revving the car out. He's trying to catch Rexy. He can sniff him.
2.7. Oh, boys, this is on. Half a lap here, and Zoo has been able to pull out 2 seconds in the space of less than a lap. If Zoo can keep it together.
Tombo's just gone Das Patron. I'm just updating you on the field instead of...
Yeah, so Tombo's moving and shaking. I've got my eyes firmly set on Zoo here. It's down to about 2.4. This is a strong suit of the M6 through this section of the course. So it's going to be tough to make it up, but wow, 2.5 seconds over a lap. I think Rexy did just under fuel there to be able to make sure that undercut worked.
I think he's just got enough fuel in the tank to hold it out.
Yeah, okay, there's a slither of fuel in Rexy's tank down to 2 seconds, under 2 seconds. Rexy's going to have it, but boy, that was close.
He's
Zoo
on
would
the
have been
smell
able
of
to
an
smell
early
it.
rag.
I can't even see any fuel left in Rexy's tank. He takes the win, but wow, another half a lap. Zoo coming home in second place. Suit Lad rounding out third with fantastic drive, and Troy and Midrisky going battle at the end there for fourth and fifth.
ZD in sixth. Great drive by ZD there. Claycade seventh. Tombo eighth. Das Patron in ninth. And then unfortunately Tate in 10th. Untouchables in 11th. And Evil One rounding us out.
Yeah, wow, Evil One crossing the line in 12th, but Rexy and Zoo, my god, that was so intense. 1.7 being the gap. That was over 5 seconds when I flicked to Rexy as he was rounding the hairpin on lap 19. Impressive driving from both drivers. Rexy being able to manage it, probably just looking at his fuel right at that last lap going, ooh, bit of a brown pants moment, and really reeling it back just to make sure he finished. But again, 2 victories for Rexy. Congratulations for taking out a well-fought round, especially after... Well, actually, that's 3 podiums for Rexy too, after a spin in race 2. So
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
tight field overall, and some fantastic overall times. So these boys will be netting some good points, and yeah, be keen to see where everyone sits once everything has been entered into our back end spreadsheets.
No, that was a great night of racing there. A split suit.
Certainly was. These guys showing their worth. It doesn't matter what split you're in. Clean racing is what you find here at Wheel to Wheel, and these boys certainly showcasing that for us tonight. Yeah, boys. Flossie, thanks for joining me in the comms box. Fine moves. Cheers again for doing visuals.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
no
me.
worries, guys.
I will
Sorry
take
about
this
the technical
opportunity.
issues, but
That's what it is, mate. It's how it rolls here at Wheel to Wheel, right? I will take this opportunity late in the game, though, to thank our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be bringing you any streams of any quality, so something is certainly better than nothing. But yeah, Racers World, they do some fantastic grassroots racing. We also have Pagan Imports. They distribute and sell a whole bunch of sim gears. If you're looking to get into it, certainly hit them up for some good deals. We have Future Youth Streetwear and Next Level Racing. So Next Level Racing also do a bunch of sim racing setups. So thanks again, boys and girls. Cheers for chiming in. We'll see you next round at... we're in Germany. We're in Nürburgring. So keep an eye out for us then. Cheers.
cool. See you guys.